Welcome in everybody. It's like poster Easter Eve is basically. Is that like post Easter Eve? That's
There
what
it
we're
is.
calling, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
said
I got
post. I took the ER from Easter and put it on Popin. So it's been a long day, man.
yeah.
Me and Dave been up early. We were up early in a serious show, 7 a.m. dropping some logic there, and then we had the whole day with the fam, and now we're back here. Break it down a quick. The slate for 15 games tomorrow, Dave. Huge baseball game on Monday. We're going to hit this featured 8 slate game that starts, I think, at 6:40 is the first pitch for this game. But first of all, how was your Easter, man?
It was a lot of fun, running around, beautiful weather up here, and then catching a little, like you said, catching a little bit of sports on the side. But cool thing, we had the Masters up in the background at my mom's house. It was just a good day. And looking forward to another one tomorrow with
Yeah,
baseball,
man.
lots of
John
baseball.
Rahm. John Rahm again, man.
And
John
we
Rahm.
said plus 140, he was the only one to bet and felt like he had a lot of value, a lot of holes to make up that 4 strokes, and he did it pretty quickly.
Yeah, he did. He did. Again, a great day, from watching baseball to watching the Masters. Maybe you watch a little NBA, depending on what you guys did. Up to you. It doesn't matter. But we had some good hits. We got screwed. Brandon Marsh screwed us both
Yeah.
on one play. One
Yeah.
play. It is what it is. But we had fun. Got some home run props. So just so you know, WinDailySports.com, if it's your first time you're watching, this is what we plan to do. These streams are going to be quick, they're going to be powerful, and they're going to be easy to follow. Okay, we're going to go give you some value plays. We're going to give you your aces, stacks, a couple FFVPs, and then hop into our Discord and make sure that you go to the props tab and you get our home run props, K props, runs, total bases, lines, whatever it is. We'll all be there to do it. But the most important thing you could do is subscribe, hit the like button, and go to WinDailySports.com, where you see in the bottom right-hand corner right there, Win Daily Gold membership. $5.99 a week. If you use the code where win big, you get your first week free. And what a time to do that. Dave, 8-game slate featured again tonight, Monday, starts at 7:10. Again, let's go right to pitching. Number one, who are we going to ride? Who are we going to attack?
All right. First off, we got some people in the audience. I want to give a special shout out to Avant. I played in an afternoon, $3, single entry. My man's name is at the top of the list. Took down the 46. Took down how many people were in this? We had a $400 one out of 158. Avant took it down this afternoon. Great job, man. Saw the Win Daily logo. I got in there at I think I was 16, so I was right there in the middle. And then Jimmy Wagner, as always, we talked about
Wags is always, Wags is always hitting them hard, man. I love it.
Big win. Love it. So, hey, listen, a lot of good stuff with the 7 o'clock slate tomorrow. A lot of good pitchers. Aces are going. We're starting to flip that, kind of, your third time around on some of them. They're really starting to we're getting some stats from the 23 campaign. And the first one you look at was Scherzer. His K rate's at 6.35 Ks per 9 innings. It was 10.5 last year. What is going on with Scherzer? His walk rate double as well. He's a guy I think I'm going to have to watch and let it kind of work itself out. Padres tough lineup as we're watching tonight. So I'm going to move down. I'm going to look at Julio Rice. We talked about him early in the season. Big, got some money on Cy Young. Hasn't, 1.50 ERA to start. His K rate's up a tick too. He's 9 per 9 innings, which I really like. And he's facing the Giants. The Giants are third in K rate this year. So he's probably my favorite ace on the slate of the guys above. Castillo's been good. But I'm going to lock in on Rice as my most expensive pitcher that I'm really going to target. And Jimmy, don't steal my thunder. Wait on Ashcraft.
I love it.
I got that coming up next.
I love it, my man. See it again, dropping bombs every day, man. I've never see it. Shout out, my hat is off to you, my man, because I've never seen anybody so active and growing much as you. Yep. I will tell you that. So lucky to have us another team member, part of the team, always checking in, my man, as always. Average gamer checking in, wants to know what's up, fellas. Hopefully everybody had a great Easter again. Had a good day with the fam. Now, Dave, you talk about your rise, and again, obviously he's a good pick. A guy you want to hitch your wagon to. Any value play here, in this 8-game feature DK slate?
I thought I was going off the track a little bit, but I do love Graham Ashcraft tomorrow as well. Jimmy talked about it earlier. He's developed a little. If you go on Baseball Perspective, you can see one of the number one articles up there is what did Ashcraft do? And he's actually got a different arm angle in this season so far and throwing a sweeper. I don't know if you've been watching some game kits, but we've seen the sweeper pitch coming up. And Ashcraft, the one that dominated, threw it at a 30% clip. He's going against the Braves, still K'ing a ton, 23% this year, about 10th in the MLB. Last year, they were third. Same kind of lineup. I think we get a lot of Ks out of Ashcraft. I think it's going to take some time for people to really adjust to his new arm slot. And I like him a lot tomorrow. I do like Suarez a little bit. They're both under 7K or at 7K and under. KC batting 187 on the year. I think we got to target them as much as we can. Suarez a little rough in his first start, but I think I could see value there. But I really like Ashcraft better. I think he'll be under the radar because he's facing the Braves. People don't love attacking the Braves. I don't mind. We watched it tonight, right? With San Diego.
I know.
And
Lugo.
Listen,
it happens, right? It happens. It's funny, if there was any guy, you mentioned Suarez, and the one thing about Suarez, again, it's so hard. Like you said, we finally have some data and some numbers, but the first game, again, there's a lot going on with the pitchers, with the pitch clock and the rhythm and to understand. So for me, it's really hard to rely on a one-game sample size. But one thing I will say is the guy struck out 4 in 4 innings. So if you're giving me at least 1K per inning, I know it's there. And I think possibly against a very lackluster Washington lineup, for 6,900, he could give you some really good value if you're looking to stack, the lineup in any other way. Now, Dave, who are we going to attack right now? Who's going to be that guy that's going to give us some points from the bats?
Well, we called this show together tonight because it feels like a national holiday. Well, it is, but it's another one that we're going to celebrate tomorrow. And it's Attack Patrick Corbin Day. Yeah. I know Vaughn likes to. I know we all like to. And while we got it out there, LAA, the Angels coming off a fresh, 11 bagel they put up on the Blue Jays today, lost in extra innings 12-11, but they're facing Corbin. And they're really stacked on the right side, obviously with Ward, with Trout, Rendon back in action. Urshela's been good. And then Ohtani can hit anybody. So you saw today he took Kikuchi out, and we mentioned that was a possibility. He had 2 career homers off him. So I don't sleep on the lefty-lefty matchup, but I love the Angels tomorrow, obviously. And then one other one we got to look at, we've talked about them, but Arizona is just sneaky good at the bat. And they lit up LA today. They lit up Grove. And I think against Wade Miley in Milwaukee, I like Arizona as another stack. We're looking at, how deep that lineup can be and how balanced it is. Power and speed in that Arizona lineup. Guys like Corbin, obviously we like him a ton. And, some of the guys at the top were really coming through as well, too.
That Arizona team,
Alec
man.
Thomas, yeah.
I'm telling you, Arizona is on a roll. I love it. We didn't talk before that, but I was right off the bat. I know Wade Miley pitched well in his first outing. I don't care. Arizona's hot. Yeah. And that team, Dave, like you said, the thing I love about Arizona is me and Jason last week. When we talked about, we had a sneaky Arizona stack because. We had Christian Walker at 3,700. Ketel Marte at 4,300 right now. Walker's still at 3,700. Longoria at 3,500. Corbin Carroll is getting up. He was the FFVP today for me. He balled out, and he's 3,100 now from 2,800. So these numbers are going up. Now, speaking of Arizona, I got to give you my FFVP now because we're talking about it, is Nick Ahmed. Okay. Yeah. Nick, again, $2,300. And you look at this guy, and he's just been positive point production consistently. He just keeps rising 3, 8, 12, 22. But what I'm looking at is 2 out of 4 multi-hit games. He's scoring runs. He's knocking in runs. And Dave, he's not striking out. He's 333 on the year. So FFVP for me, Nick Ahmed from a sneaky stack in Arizona.
No, I like that a lot. And I'm going to stick in that game as well for my FFVP. I'm just making sure he fits. Yes, he does fit our rule, our threshold under 3,000. I'm going to go with Bryce Terang from the Milwaukee Brewers. A guy that, has been just kind of steady and sneaky as we've started this year, batting 304 with a homer. But, going against Zach Gallen, who I do like, he's way underpriced at 7,100, but another guy I want to see kind of work itself out. He's been a victim of hard hit balls a lot more this year than he was last year. So I think that could be a high scoring game. So let me get in that environment with my FFVP. I'll go Bryce Terang from the Brewers. I do think Jimmy talks about it. He likes Seattle. I do. The one thing we probably do it the same. I got to see what the weather is in Chicago. This time of year, it's all over the place with the wind and everything. So, but I'm with you. I think they can hit the ball around and Smiley. He's terrible.
He is terrible. He is terrible. Now I'll give you a sneaky stack for me. And I know he's pitched well the last 2 games, but I don't care. He still stinks to me. And that's Zach Greinke.
Yeah, I'm
So
there.
right. So I'm going Texas on a very underrated step because they are still have guys that are very, very listen. Nathaniel Lowe, Josh Jung, okay, Corey Seager, Dallas Garcia. These guys are under $5,000. And if you really want to get crafty, Marcus Simeon's a fantastic player that could do everything. So you could actually go like Marcus Simeon. You could go maybe Lowe and Jung, and you still can get your aces in there, and you could still get another stack, like Dave just said, from another team. So I like Texas as a very sneaky play tomorrow, especially watching all the runs they scored against our Philadelphia Phillies.
I agree. I had them lined up as my third, and here I'll give you my other reason why. Everything you just said to tag on top. Zach Greinke on the road last year, 0-7 with a 5.32 ERA. At home, he had a 1.91. He had something in like a third of what he had on the road. He's a pitcher we attack on the road, and maybe even sometimes play him a little bit at home because he tends to pitch well there with a cheap value. His K rate's a little bit up this year, but I hate him on the road, and I want to attack him, and I think you got a good point. The catcher there, there's all kinds of cheap value you can get with Texas. I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm with you. All kinds of value. It's all about value. Jigsaw's all about value. So speaking of value, Dave, any other value before we get out of here? What you got?
No, I mean, we're going to see when the props and market comes out and kind of settles. I will like Ashcraft's K's. We're going to look at that hard. But for now, we'll probably post those all in Discord tomorrow, attack our fly ball pitchers, look at the weather, and get some good wins in the Discord channel as far as our props go. But the last one, if you're looking at another pitcher kind of in that mid-range, you want to roll the ball a little bit and see what happens. Look at Logan Webb. I know it's a Dodgers lineup that is potent, but Webb's, 6.55 ERA. It's 2.88 expected ERA. So he's really been bit by a little bit of the unluckiness this year, and his 13 Ks per 9. It's the second highest on the slate besides Cease, who's pitching earlier in the night. So, yeah, that's one that I might roll out there. But other than that, Tone, we'll be out there. We'll be checking the home run calls. We'll be doing our K props all through Discord tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. And Tony A says home run calls. Yes, here's the thing. Right now, those home run numbers are not out. And if they are, it's extremely early. So what we like to do is, because we're doing this the night before, we're trying to get these early lineup locks in, at least with the cores and the FFVPs and the values. We will be dropping like we do every single day. If you go to our Win Daily Discord, you clap in the props channel, and we will drop those K props, total runs props, home run props. We'll have them all in there every single day. So make sure you tune in for that, because again, these things change. It's very hard. We don't want to give you a bad number now because it's extremely early for those numbers. It's a little different. It's home run props are a little different. There's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah.
Especially we got to find out that, like you said, weather's a big deal.
Well, that's like, I do want to take a Seattle player hitting a homer tomorrow against Smiley. I got to see what that kind of wind out there. Smiley letting up a 43% fly ball rate. If it's blowing out, you got to best believe I might ride your Suarez guy. I'm feeling he's due. He's got it, right? So
he's got to. I thought he was going to do it today.
We will attack Smiley if weather's good. That's my hint for tomorrow, and then we'll see. We'll post it once it gets up.
Yeah, 100%. And also remember, guys, too, it is early. We are coming on a Monday, which means teams played all weekend. The lineups could be a little tricky on a Monday as well. You never know. So we try to get you the most up-to-date information as possible. So make sure you're locked in to WinDailySports.com. Make sure you're hopping in the Discord. And again, as always, thank you for follows, like, subscribe. You know the deal. We're going to be here every single day, dropping these streams, dropping that knowledge. Dave, any final thoughts before we get out of here?
No, sorry, we took a week off, but we're back at it, trying to bring you these at least 5 days a week. So we'll be back at it. Thanks for everybody chipping in. And please drop who you like, because, we're in this together. Let's win together. Let's win daily.
There you go. Win together and win daily. For Tony, for Dave, everybody have a fantastic day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you back here next time.